So back on the Grand Western Canal today. It's a lovely morning. As you can see, all the pink, the sun's slowly coming up. I've got Kevin down fishing to my right. He's kindly come from Bristol today and to join me. There's those trail lines, so they say, in the sky. So I've come today to the canal to fish the canal in a different way that I'm used to. I've come to try and target the perch. I've never come solely fishing targeting the perch. I've had lots of perch from the canal, fishing for the tench and other things, but I've got some prawns for my feeder rod and I've got some massive old lugworms for my float rod. So yeah, perch is a target today. So I'm going to get myself set up and see if we can get a perch or two out on the bank today. And yeah, Kevin's just fishing, float fishing and feeder rod like normal for the silvers and any bream and whatever might be around. So good luck to Kev. And yeah, what a beautiful morning. Right, I'm finally set up, got both my rods out. There's already been some massive blows out to my left. I'm guessing a bream. Obviously I'm not targeting them today, but it's typical. But yeah, both perch baits are out. So like I said, I've got on my left hand rod I've got my float with a perch bobbin and a massive lobworm. So hopefully that one will go. And then I've got my feeder rod, which has only got a little light lead on, a running lead with a prawn on. So yeah, it's a bit new to me, this searching for the perch, targeting them specifically, but gonna give it a go. I can change to whatever later on. If Kevin starts catching lots of bream and having a good old session, I can switch to that, but I really want to try and give the perch a go today, so fingers crossed we might get into a couple. I'll show you my setup when it gets a bit brighter. Probably not the best conditions, bright weather for the perch, but it's going to be a nice day. They reckon it's going to get up to 18 today. It's late September and all's good, so yeah, fingers crossed we might get a perch or two. Well, just had my first bite on the float and I could see it bobbling away and it slowly went off. I struck into it quite lightly and didn't feel anything, so it's promising. I've been scattering out a few maggots around there, trying to entice some of the small fry around to try and get the perch a bit active. Oh, I think I've got another bite as well. Yeah. Oh, come off. Well, I know it's not very big, but there we go, look. There's my first perch. Look at the size of the worm. Just shows you how greedy they can be. That's good. They go back and get your bloody granddad out for us. So I'm using a bit of So Simple products today. I've got the So Simple GCS, which is garlic, chili and soap ground bait. I'm using this and I'm also chucking out a few maggots every now and then out around my float, just trying to entice some of the small fry around into my swim to hopefully maybe encourage the perch to come in and pick some off. So I've had about 4 bites now on the float and I've managed to hook that one perch, so we're doing something right at the minute. So yeah, so the So Simple ground bait, garlic, chili and soap. You buy any of this online on the website, which is sales@sosimple.com, and if you use the bearded rod as a code, you'll get 10% off your order. So please fill your boots. It's great stuff. We've probably been fishing for, I don't know, 40 minutes. Kevin's just come down and had a little chat with me, and well, he saw me catch that perch actually. But Kevin's had quite a few fish already on the maggot. He's had several roach and several small perch, but they've all been small at the minute. But the bream are feeding out here because I've seen masses of blows, so I'm sure Kevin might get into one or two bream or some skimmers. But yeah, so all looking good so far, which is nice. And yeah, such a cracking morning. Sun's not quite in our sight yet, but yeah, it's just got a good feel to it today. Awesome. Bites galore on the float. Well, it's 9 o'clock in the morning now, so we've probably been fishing for 2 hours. I've only had the one perch at the minute. The bites have slowed up around the float area. I'm still trickling in maggots and stuff, so hopefully we'll draw something in soon. I think I've only noticed one little tap on my my ledger rod, so that one's a bit quiet as well at the minute. That's got the prawn on. So yeah, it almost feels like I'm carp fishing. just waiting. It's a bit different from what I'm used to on the canal, where little fish just jumped out then, where I'm float fishing and getting bites quite regularly with the maggots and stuff. I think Kevin's catching quite a few, but they've only been smallish stuff at the minute, so hopefully he might get into something a bit bigger in a minute or soon. So yeah, the sun's just coming up behind me now. It's just above the horizon, so it's getting a bit brighter. The floats, just had a little knock on the float then. Well, targeting the perch is just proving to be a little bit tough at the minute. I've had a few knocks on my ledger rod with the prawn, but I've just taken that prawn off now and put a worm on it, and I'm fishing my right hand margin quite tight. So yeah, I've got a worm on there now, and I've just casted my float to the far bank, and it's already drifted out, so I'm obviously off the bottom, so I might just need to put a bit more length on it. Might have to put a bit more depth on the float. It's drifting out quite quickly now. Just dropping it in a few other spots and see if we can find a perch somewhere else. So it's just a bit slow on my perch front, but I seem to have getting a lot of bubbles coming out around my area that I'm fishing. So I've come with limited tackle today, so I'm going to come and see Kev and see if he's got a float. I'm just going to change things up a little bit and see if I can see if it's bream or whatever that's feeding there. And plus you get to see Kev. So Jonathan Short, if you are watching, here's your best daylet. You alright, Kev?
Hello Shorty. Hello Bren. How you doing, mate?
I'm alright. I'm just getting loads of blows from where I'm perch fishing and not catching perch, and I'm going to change things up a bit. Can I borrow a float?
Of course you can.
Because I haven't got any floats. I've only got that big old perch thing I've got, and just a float. I'm just going to fish with some maggots, and they're blowing quite well there now, so it'd be silly.
Got any maggots? I've got some.
Yeah, no, I've got maggots, and I'm going to use those casters. But yeah, just do a little float of some description. That one on the left would be alright. Yeah. Or look at Kevin with his old school tackle box. How many of you boys remember having one of them? Hey, how old's that box, Kev?
Well, it was my brother's, and I've had it since I was about 15. 14,
So we're looking at
15.
40 years
50
old.
next year, so
Yeah, 40 years old, I expect, isn't
what do
it?
you reckon?
Oh, can I have that one?
Of course you can.
Nice.
Sure?
Yeah, perfect. Alright, I've got my float. Let's go and swap things up. I'm still going to keep my ledger out with the big old worm on, so I'm technically still targeting the perch, but I'm sure I'll get some on the float anyway. So cheers for that, Kev.
It's alright, Bren.
See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
Right, so I've changed float to a waggler float now and fishing maggot and caster. I've just chucked out a bit more of that So Simple ground bait just to top the swim up, and I just want to see if I can get a few more bites than I have been, to be honest. I've still got my ledger rod out with a nice big old fat lobworm on there, so hopefully that will bounce off soon with a nice sized perch on there. But yeah, just mixing it up a little bit now. So there we go, look, as soon as I change tactics, maggot in a caster, lovely little skimmer. I knew something was going on out in front of me. Not perch, it's bloody bream. And all the snot that goes with it. This is another skimmer by the feels of it. Yeah, about the same, maybe a little bit bigger. Oh, he's a bit, yeah, he's bigger. Oh, at least I'm catching something now. Well, there we go, look, changing tactics. There's no perch in my swim, but there's a few of these by the looks of things. That was straight after catching the last one. They're getting bigger. Want them to get browner though, don't we, Kev? A nice big old chunky thing, as much as we love brain. And yeah, looks like it's got a code. There we go, another little skimmer. So when this sun's out, it's because the water's so flat with hardly any wind, the opposite bank, the water's just like a mirror image of the other side, and you lose your float quite easily in this light. So I'm just kind of hoping there's a few clouds about. Could really do with them being behind the sun, behind the cloud, and my float stands out a lot more then. Just makes life a little bit easier. Probably going to be full of wrinkles from squinting all day today. But that's what, 3 skimmers since I've changed tactics. So I think this ground bait that I've been using has attracted the bream more so than any of the small stuff. I've not had a roach or a rudd or even a small perch on the maggot. It's all been those skimmers. Nothing on the ledger rod just yet. There we go. Another bream. There we go, look. Double caster this time. I'm absolutely covered in bream slime. So much for targeting the perch. But we're catching. Still getting the odd bubbles coming up out there. Still trickling in the ground bait and the casters. Seems to be doing the work. Better give out the tackle shop a big shout out again. So bought my maggots and my lobworms from Junction 28 Tackle and Bait. Thanks to Paul and Adrian. Thank you very much. Right, so me and Kevin have just decided we're going to uproot and we're going to go back towards the car and just have a couple of hours by the car hopefully and see if we can catch anything up there. I've got a bench behind me and I've just had about 20 people here for about half an hour. Obviously some young lad had died and obviously they've put some flowers on the bench and they obviously do this every year. But yeah, lots of young lads. I think the lad was called Jules by the looks of it. There's loads of flowers and stuff left here, but I'm glad I didn't catch anything while they're here. They didn't say anything to me, but it was a bit noisy for half an hour. I don't know whether that might have just killed this spot. So we've just decided we're gonna walk back to the car and have a little go in front of the car and see what we can do from there. So me and Kev just got back to the cars. We're going to fish this bit now. So we've just come from that end and we've walked along the bank here and we've just seen quite a big shoal of, well, we think it was roach. Could be roach or rudd, but there's some decent fishing amongst that. They're all just sunbathing. So we're going to get our gear set up and give this spot a little go. See if I can catch a perch. So I've moved swim, come straight here, targeting the perch on a nice big old worm. Look at that beauty. Oh, he's proper swallowed it. There we go, look. Nice little perch on the lobworm. Well, that literally took 2 minutes to catch a perch. I haven't even got my float rod set up yet, or out the bag. It is set up. Right, let's see if we can get a bigger one than that. I just realised how warm it is. The last place I've been fishing, I've been in the shade the whole time. Now it's right in our faces almost. Right, maggot and caster on the float rod. Feels like a proper match now, Kev, you're there. Quite, isn't this a treat for you, Jonathan, hey? There's your boyfriend there, look. Another little perch on the, oh, it's getting back. There's a set of pads here that look like they're dying off now. So we all know like perch-like structure. So I've been here, what, 10 minutes? 10 minutes, 2 casts, 2 perch. So he's back out there now, so we're looking for number 3 now. Kevin's still blanking in this spot. Third cast, 15 minutes, another perch. Actually making use of these lobworms now. Is there a bigger one lurking? Nice 3-pounder, eh, Kev? Just got myself a little roach. Flying now. kicking Kevin's ass. Right, so that's our session over. We're calling it a day now.
Don't record what I just said.
What's that?
Don't record what I just said.
No, I've only just started. I'm not recording what you just slated about this place. No, so we're all done. It's good to have Kevin along.
Yeah.
You enjoyed that, didn't you,
Yeah,
Kev?
it's good. Nice little trip, but
You had
yeah.
quite a few fish down at the other end.
lots of small stuff, nothing big.
No,
Yeah, it's been a nice sunny day.
it is. It's warm here as well, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
nice. So yeah, so my target of perch, I ended up getting 4 in the end. I kind of gave up halfway through, as you know, and saw the bream blowing out in front of me. Managed to get 4 of them, and then come up here and
bothered by a memorial service.
yeah, I think I've mentioned that, but yeah, a lot of people sat behind me. That's another reasons we all moved and come the end. But yeah, well, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Find me on Facebook as well, The Adventures of the Bearded Rod. And well, have a good weekend, or the rest of the weekend. See you again on the bank. Cheerio.
Bye.
There, Kev, do it properly.
Bye everyone.
He loves the camera, Kev does.